I will have to accept every single transfer offer with Barcelona. Starting with this first offer, which is for Pedri, and it's Real Madrid offering. That is a crazy one to start off with, but we have no other choice but to accept it. Let's hope he doesn't actually agree to join them, but that's how it'll work. We have to accept every single transfer offer we get, no matter what. And the even worse part is we can't even sign any players here in the summer transfer window. We can only sign players in the January transfer window. And we have to try and win the La Liga and also the Champions League. And we only get a total of 2 seasons to do that. We're starting off with 150 million though, and this team. But let's see what players we actually lose in this summer transfer window. And our next offer is in for Frenkie de Jong to Newcastle. We also have to accept that, and loans don't count. So we can actually reject this one. And swap deals also don't count. So de Jong swap to PSG is one we can reject also. And it looks like Pedri is actually leaving us to join Real Madrid. That's a huge snaky move. I still can't believe it, but we do get 157 million for him, which is really good. Tottenham now wants our Koundé, so we have to accept. And there goes yet another midfielder from us. Frenkie de Jong to Newcastle for 69 million. And now even Manchester City wants Koundé. They're really going for our big players. And a swap deal for Lewandowski, so we can reject it. And there goes Koundé from our team. He chose Manchester City, which does give us a little more money. PSV wants our Robert Lewandowski. That's an interesting one. And what's up with Madrid wanting our players? If you can't beat them, buy them. That's Madrid's mentality. And damn, now Bilbao is offering for Olmo. I guess we have to accept. And we're even losing Ferran Torres maybe now. But there goes Pau Cubarsí, another player leaving us to join Madrid, and he goes for 43 million. And even Dani Olmo has left us. That's pretty much our whole starting midfield now. He does go for 71 million, which is decent. And bro, leave our midfield alone. Inter wants Gavi. I can't lose more midfielders, but we have to accept. Ferran Torres goes to Juventus for around 52 million. And damn, Chelsea is offering for Rafinha, one of our best players. I hope he doesn't accept. AC Milan wants Ronald Araujo, and also Sporting. They also want him. Pablo Gavi has now left us though for 49 million. And also Rafinha to Chelsea for 124 million. And finally, an offer for one of our weaker players. I can afford to lose Bernal, but it looks like Ronald Araujo has agreed a deal with AC Milan. They get him for 40 million. Garcia swap deal we can reject, but this Fernandez guy gets an offer we have to accept. A swap deal for Balde. I'll gladly reject it. And Fernandez leaves us for only 1 million. And bro, Madrid, stop with these offers. Why does Madrid want our whole goddamn team? Ter Stegen would hurt to lose a lot, but it does get rejected because look at our team. We literally don't have any more squad depth, so we can't lose any more players. So this will be our final team for the summer transfer window. We did take some hits, but I still think we look somewhat decent. Let's just see if we can survive until the January transfer window. So we've now reached January. Let's see if our team has done alright so far. And we're at 4th place in the La Liga, which is alright, but not the best. But we are doing pretty decently in the Champions League though. But we can also sign players this time. And we have 861 million to spend. So we have a lot of potential to upgrade this team. And I think we first of all need a better center back and center mid. So I'm wasting no time and I'll try to get Virgil van Dijk and also João Neves. But we do first have to scout them. We do also still get some offers here. But even if I accept, they will just automatically get rejected due to lack of squad depth. We get a swap deal for Garcia, which we can reject. But it looks like both Van Dijk and João Neves has accepted our deals. So let's finish the last paperwork with both. Never mind actually, Van Dijk rejected us, but João Neves has accepted our deal. So he's the first player to actually join our team. That's a huge signing already. And he's joining us for 110 million. We get another offer for Christensen, which we have to accept. Garcia gets another offer, and so does Szczesny. But it's a swap deal, so we can reject it. I'll try to sign Van Dijk again, but also Goretzka. I'll also see if I can get Jonathan David for squad depth, and same with Martinelli. Balde does get an offer from City now, so we click accept just like how you should click subscribe, as there is only 1 week left for the FC 26 giveaway, which a random subscriber will get. Anyways, I've now put in an offer for Huijsen and also Ryan Cherky, and Goretzka has finally decided to accept our offer, and he's joining us for 30 million only. Van Dijk also joins us, but for only 37 million, and Balde does leave us for 54 million. We do now get Martinelli for 34 million, Gabriel also for 91 million. We get revenge on Madrid by taking Huijsen for 58 million. I've also taken Ryan Cherky for 62 million, and even Donnarumma for 100 103 million, Vitinha for a whopping 175 million, and Hakimi for 135 million. And last player joining us is Jonathan David for 55 million. So this is our final team for the first season. And I think we've done pretty well. We also have a good bench in case we lose our players in the summer. But let's just simulate the first season and see if we complete any of the objectives. I've now simulated till the end, so let's check the table. And we end on 3rd place, so that's one placement better. But we do lose in the Champions League round of 16, so no objectives completed in Season 1, which means we must complete in Season 2. And this is our team. A few loan players have returned to the reserves, which is always great to have. But let's just see what damage we'll take on the first summer transfer window. We first of all get an offer for Christensen to United. Poor Christensen. And now a swap deal for Ter Stegen, which we can reject. Garcia gets an offer from Everton, which we have to accept. And Leverkusen wants to take Ter Stegen. But we've now officially lost our first player, which is Christensen. The poor guy is off to United for only 16 million. And now Burnley offers for Ter Stegen, which is crazy to see. Dortmund wants Hector Fort, and there goes our second player now. Garcia to Everton for 43 million. And also Ter Stegen to Leverkusen for only 12 million. FC Copenhagen with an offer for Fort also. And damn, even Bayern Munich. Why does everyone want him? Galatasaray with an offer for Fermin Lopez, which we have to accept. And there goes Hector Fort. He chose Bayern Munich after all. And we also lose Fermin for 45 million. Martin also leaves us as his release clause got triggered. We now get an offer for Astralaga from Sparta Rotterdam. I'm fine with losing him if we do lose him. He also gets yet another offer from Hibernian. And Atletico Madrid wants Ansu Fati, but it's a loan deal, so it has to get rejected. Astralaga with yet another offer, which we have to accept. And he finally leaves us for only 1.2 million. I think our team looks pretty good still after this summer transfer window. We've survived it really well. Only position we really need is left back. But other than that, our team looks really well, so let's just simulate till January and see how we're doing. Okay, so we're now in January. Let's take a look at the tables. And we're currently on top of the La Liga, which is perfect, but only by 1 point so far. And we're also doing pretty decently in the Champions League. Now we have around 160 million to spend, so not even that much. But we can still improve our team. We first of all need a left back, which I'll try to take Ait Nouri. Let's see if we can get him. But before that, we actually lose Casado. He joined Inter for 26 million, which does mean a little more money. But Ait Nouri has now accepted our deal. He's the first player to join us in this winter transfer window, and he will be joining us for around 51 million. Let's now also try and get a better striker. Omar Marmoush could look like a decent option for us, so that's who I'll try to get. Ansu Fati now leaves us though, only 14 million. Jonathan David gets an offer from Atletico, but it's a swap deal which we can reject. And Marmoush has now accepted to join us from Manchester City, and he will be joining us for 61 million. I've actually also decided to sign Andy Robertson for only 18 million, because that now gives our team some decent squad depth for the bench. But I think our next move should be a left winger, so let's see who we can get. But oh no, this almost scared me. An offer for Lamine, but it's a swap deal, so we can calmly reject it. But I've got a few options here for left with. Nico Williams would be nice, but he's a bit too expensive. Zakagini is also okay, but not the best. So I think a good middle ground would be Anthony Gordon. Or actually, we don't have enough money for him. So it'll have to be Zakagini, as we only have 69 million left. And he has accepted it. He's joining for only 1 million, which leaves us with 38.9 million left to improve this team. And I think we only need a bit better squad depth, maybe a bench midfielder. So let's see who I can find. Coop Miners looks like a decent option, so let's try and get him. And he does join us for only 22.9 million, which means we have just about enough to sign one final player, which will be Willy Orban, and he's joining us for around 13 million. So that's our final signing to the team. I think we've done a pretty good job. We just need to stay on top of the La Liga and also win the Champions League. It will be tough, but not impossible, especially with this team. So let's just simulate till the end and see if we have completed the challenge. And I've now simulated till the end. It's the moment of truth. Have we completed the objectives? Well, yes, we've won the La Liga, and only by 1 point as well, so that was really close. Let's slowly reveal the Champions League. We finished 3rd in the league stage. We then beat Monaco in the round of 16 and destroyed PSG in the quarterfinals. We even destroyed Juventus to reach the final. Have we actually done it? And no way, yes we have. That's amazing. We've actually completed a challenge for once. What a start to FC 26. Comment down below what other challenges you want me to do next on FC 26.